All right, we got Hickory HAWKiNs.
I'm gonna put it so it's gonna pick up the guitar. And
we'll get it.
Is that all right?
Yep,
Okay.
yep. Here he goes.
Let's talk about Nashville. I turn on the radio and I just can't stand the sound of another suburban white-bread boy singing something about his town. Well, he's a Kenny Keith, Kevin, or Conroy, and the stubble is painted on. He's on a strict bottle of water diet, but got a hickory or drinking song. Ah, that ain't country. It's a low-down, dirty shame. That ain't country. Hank is rolling in his grave. No, that ain't country. It's been the same damn thing for years. Well, that ain't country. It's just a tragedy to my ears. Yeah, well, I seen the Grand Ole Opry, and it don't mean a thing these days. If he was still alive, they wouldn't even let a singing break band on that stage. Everybody waited in line for a handout instead of telling them where to go. Oh, Murder Hill, it was suicide. They invented on Music Row. Ah, and that ain't country. It's a low-down, dirty shame. Well, that ain't country. Hank is rolling in his grave. Well, that ain't country. It's been the same damn thing for years. Well, that ain't country. It's just a tragedy to my ears. I had a dream last night. And Marty, Hank, and Lefty all were there. Well, they said something just ain't right. Oh, we gotta help them clear the air. Well, they writing bad hit songs right out of the gate. Nobody knows how to drink Kentucky bourbon straight. Driving SUVs instead of Cadillacs. Somebody's gotta bring a little heartache back. It ain't country. It's a low-down, dirty shame. Oh, that ain't country. And Hank is rolling in his grave. No, that ain't country. It's been the same damn thing for years. Oh, that ain't country. It's just a tragedy to my ears. No, that ain't country. It's just a tragedy to my ears.
Ow, 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 ow! Wow. All right. So, Hickory.
Yes, ma'am.
Hickory, you can stay there. You can stay there. You want to stay in there? Steve, you want to go on the other side? We'll just play musical chairs. It doesn't matter. We like going with the
Sit
flow
next to
here.
the guitar.
Yeah, here you go. So where are you from? Like, here.
North and South Carolina.
And then this guy's from one of those Carolinas.
South
too.
Kakalaki, that's where I'm from.
All right. What part?
A place called Allendale.
Come close.
Around here about Buford. And
Oh, okay, yeah. I was born in Charleston, by the way.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Charleston.
No wonder I like you so much.
Yeah.
So when did you come up north and turn into a Yankee?
I've been living here for pretty much a year now.
That's it.
Yeah, I came up here a lot before and played.
Gotcha.
So I dug it. And
so what's not country? Tell me about that song, because that song is. Did you consider that song country?
That song is hot.
That's cool.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
That's hip hop
Thank
country.
you. I don't know what can we call country these days.
I don't know. I kind of think country is now pop. Is that the country? Is that the country you're saying ain't country? Like Taylor Swift, is that country?
Yeah, I don't know. I used to say that I played country, but that gave too many connotations to
You know what I think you
Tony
play?
Keith, so I stopped saying that I played country.
Well, I think you play from the heart.
Yeah.
I think you bring out the heart in what you feel and what you really see, and to me, that's real country. If you don't bring it from the heart, I don't care what you're saying. That's not country music. Because the country I know, it makes you feel a certain way. When you were up there stroking and you were saying what you were saying, it was political awareness, it was happiness and fun, but that was real country, bringing it from the down under, big brother. And I appreciate you in New York.
Thank you.
So, who inspires you? Do you like Hank the Third? Do you like Hank the Third?
No.
You don't.
You
like
opened
his
up
dad?
for him a couple times, and he's not a.
Do you like Ass Jack? Have you seen him in Ass Jack?
Yeah, he was just not.
My friend
Maybe he was on a bad day all 3 days. But he was not a nice person, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
Here's another rich boy.
Yeah.
Looking at me crazy.
I
do not need that.
So, but you say we have a mutual friend, Sean Kershaw. Now, what about him? You like Sean, right?
Yeah.
He's great. I love Sean. He's the Coney Island Cowboy. He's been here with us many times. And what's your connection with Sean?
Years. God, how many? This is probably 5 or 6 years ago. We did my manager at the time got him down to Raleigh, North Carolina to do a gig with us.
Nice.
And then I came up here and did a gig with him, and we sort of kept in touch the whole time. And now that I'm here,
you play together frequently. Yeah. And the Branded Saloon is a perfect place for you guys. It's like a homey here for you.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It is. So where do you play around here locally? Do you find that that New York is getting more and more into, like, do you play in a lot of rockabilly things? And, like, do you play mostly kind of, like, type things? Or do you play, like, all sorts of stuff?
That's here and down south. No offense to the rockabilly scene.
Yeah. Well, you're offending everyone, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. But I mean, I get invited to play a lot of rockabilly festivals, and then a lot of that crowd likes me. There's always a handful of people, usually the people that are running the show, that decide I'm not rockabilly. Especially if I've had a couple of bourbons by that time, I get really mad, and I'm like, when the hell did I ever say I was rockabilly, or anything else for that matter? It's music.
Exactly.
That doesn't suck. Can't we
exactly.
all
just get along?
I love Morrissey as much as I love Iron Maiden and Hank Williams Sr.
Exactly.
I can listen to all of them.
No, I totally am with you. It's like music is music. It's like categories kind of mess things up.
See, what also I like about you, Hick, is you're not just a country person when you get on stage. Your whole persona, the way that you come in the door, the way that you leave out the door, is totally representing what the country ideal is. So you're kind of like spreading and keeping alive the country culture. You know what I mean? So I already know you in a certain way. You're not going to allow anybody to infringe on what that country culture is about. And all I want to do is say, keep it alive, big brother, because you're doing a great job.
Yeah. So how did people find you? I know Linda is who introduced me to you. So shout out to you, Linda.
Hey, Linda.
And,
hey, Miss Linda.
Yeah. And how do you know Linda? Because I know she really likes the rockabilly thing.
She's old friends with basically the guy who's my adopted father down in North Carolina. So so I met her when I moved up here.
Nice. That's cool. And do you have gigs coming up soon?
We're in Connecticut next Saturday. I think it's...
Next Saturday is the 24th, and it seems like everyone in the world is playing that day.
I know. A couple of people have invited me to their shows.
We're doing our ReW WhO Vermont debut on September 24th. And Nisa said she's playing September 24th. You're playing September 24th. On our show Wednesday at Otto's, there were 1 million people playing September 24th. That happens a lot. Do you find that nights you play, like, everybody's playing that night?
Oh, yeah.
It happens a lot,
I usually
right?
don't get to see any band that I...
Unless you're playing together on a bill. Exactly. So, can you share a skeleton from your closet for a yummy piece of cinnamon raisin bread? I'm sure you've got one in there.
You got a good one with that logo. Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah.
With this logo, I know you have a good skeleton.
Yeah, so what is this? I Underwear, New York?
This one's kind of different. Usually folks you would expect somebody like me to tell you some crazy drinking story, but I'm not going to tell you a crazy drinking story. This was, I was probably, back in South Carolina, I was probably 7, 8 years old. and we were in a Kmart, me and my mom decided that I was growing up and I was old enough now to go look at toys by myself. So my mom said, I'm going to be over here in the kitchenwares and whatever, so go over there and, you know, look at some toys. So I go over there and I picked out some toys, right? I picked out a Captain America comic book and this cowboy gun belt set that was like bigger than me. It was like a giant piece of luggage and I'm carrying around the store. So anyway, I go to find my mom and I couldn't find my mom. So I go to the customer service desk to let them know that I'm a little kid that's lost. And back then the customer service desk was a tower. You had to look up and there was this guy looking down at you like a Viking. So I'm looking up at the guy and I'm telling him that I'm lost. He's like, well, boy, what's your name? Then suddenly it dawned on me that I didn't trust this guy, so I wasn't going to tell him my name. So then he asked me, well, what's your mother's name? And I just started crying and said, Mama.
Oh.
So then the guy went on the PA and said, hey, there's a little kid here that's lost who's got a Captain America comic book and a Western gun belt set with his mother, please come find it. So my mom got there right away, and then I was on the way home. I was like, Mama, how did you know that it was me that was lost?
Gun belt.
She was like, only you would go and pick out a cowboy thing and a Captain America thing.
Oh, so she knows you pretty well. So when you go home to Mama, what does she make you for dinner?
Fried chicken.
Is that what you like the best? Does she make Southern fried chicken better than no one else?
My girlfriend makes, I shouldn't say this in public, but my girlfriend's fried chicken is right up there with my mom's.
Oh, is that why
you're not allowed to say that if you're Southern, but I'm sorry, Mom. That's true.
Oh, well, she's probably happy that you found a girl to make fried chicken for you.
Oh, yeah, she is.
Oh, that's nice. So what's your website? How do people find you?
I don't have a normal website because, like the rest of us, we're all poor musicians.
Exactly.
I can't afford a website.
Exactly.
But I am on Facebook. It's facebook.com/Hickory, and Hickory is spelled the way we say it in the South. There's no O in it. It's HICKRY. And hopefully in October we'll be playing at the Rodeo Bar. I don't know exactly when, but we play there once a month, so
nice.
That should be the next gig we have.
That's a perfect place for you as well. They have good margaritas. Have you ever had their margaritas there?
I've had one, and my girlfriend had about 5, so she enjoyed them.
So did you have a good night that night?
Yeah.
They do have
until it was time to go to sleep.
Yeah, so
Hickory,
it's HICKRY HaWKiNs at Facebook. Is that right?
Yes.
So you just said the hickory. And what's your favorite hickory flavored thing? Do you like hickory cheese or anything like that? Smoked? Are you smoking? Is that
yes.
is that
straight beef?
You like that? Smoked beef? Is that what you mean?
I guess, whatever.
Do you?
You know, barbecue or
barbecue.
Smoke,
there you go. You like barbecue?
If it's beef, I'll eat it.
And what won't you
What
eat?
cowboy doesn't like beef?
Actually, spinach and raisins.
Oh no!
I'm sorry because it's National
Cinnamon Raisin. It's also National Guacamole Day, but it was too messy to bring the guac, you know, even though I love it. But
my grandma made us eat raisins all the time. So when I was a kid, I
got sick of them.
Raisins and collard greens.
And the collard greens
please,
turned
Granny,
into
don't
spinach.
give me collards and raisins again.
Aww.
And on Halloween, it was, you know, we lived off barbecue and fatback, but on Halloween you got a box of raisins.
Well, you know, I don't know where you put it because you are like not, you know, too big on the belly there, you know.
Well, that's why I wear a suit, because if I wore a t-shirt, you would see the beer belly.
Oh, good. That's good to know. So, do you have any last shout-outs? Anything you want to tell the world? I really like.
Well, I guess, hey, you know, support.
You have a YouTube channel too, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can check out a lot of his music. It's good.
But yeah, just support local music and good music. Listen with your own ears, not what your friend or a radio personality tells you to listen to. Most of us have brains and ears, and so let's use them, America.
Yay! I like you. Would you come back and visit another day?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Oh, yes, ma'am. Oh, my God, the Southern comes out. HICKRY HaWKiNs. Yahoo!